Hello, this is Mark. Video 11. Jeez. I think it's just taking longer than I really wanted it to take. But, you know, it'll be fine. So we finished up the board, and everything is looking really pretty good. The thing I'm debating about is down here. And I suppose I should turn on the Do Not Disturb. Down here, I mean, I've got these unused pins, and I'm a sucker for that. I mean, it's like, no, I can't have unused pins. I got to take them out so I can reach them. And, you know, I keep debating back and forth on that. But I think if I get rid of this test point 1, I can bring these 4 wires down into this area down in here. And I could just put in another connector. I could put it a 6-pin connector, give it the 3.3 and the ground and the 4 data lines. And you know, let's do that, and then we'll fix the reference designations and put text on a few things and call it good. I don't know if we can get that done in one video, but you know, we might as well go for it. So what I want to do is I'm going to delete this back off. I know we just added it not that long ago. And so I've got the 4 unused pins. And if I just come in here and select all 4, we're just going to do the same thing here. Pin helpers, global labels. So, okay, this is GPIO 18, 19, and 20. And then I'm going to just copy that directly. I don't think it copied it. Let's try this again. Well, let me try one more time here. Let me get a little bit more. Okay, so there's my 4 connectors. And I'll just come down here and put them down there. And I'm going to add I'm going to do a 6-pin connector on this. Generic connector, generic, 6-pin, footprint, pin header, 1.27 millimeter vertical. Okay. So I assigned the package to it. I don't know which way will actually work better in terms of. Let me just do. If I could take this and I could just rotate it twice, and then I could just move it. We could just do this, and I'll just connect all 4 at once. We'll make it arbitrary. Now, let me look at the layout for a second here. Pin 1 is ground on that one, and it's down. So we're going to do the same thing on the schematic. Pin 1 is there, it's ground. So let me just duplicate the ground. And the 3.3 volt, there's one. Okay, let me wire those in. Okay, so we got J10 in there. Save it, go back to the layout, and now I'm going to update layout from schematic. I've got delete footprints with no symbols. That should get rid of that. You know, removed unused test point 1, okay, which is what it should do. So now I've got this connector, and I'm going to put it down here, and I know it'll fit just in line with this other one. I'm going to set here for the second because I need to move this one trace. Let me bring this back up a little bit bigger. And I'm going to delete this, and then move this. And the question is, can I get what are my elevations on this? 2.95 on the X, 3.97. Let's go to 5.4 and see what that does. What's this one? $5.397. You know, I think I'm gonna I think it looks like that's going to violate against that trace, and I just want to avoid that. And I really don't have to have them that close in line, so let me just put this here. Okay, so I've got, oh, I see. Pin 1's ground on this other one. That's right. Let me just do that then. I want I do want it in the same direction, pin 1 down. Okay, so I've got a ground trace. That's easy. 3.3, that'll be easy also. The ones I need to worry about are these 4. Okay. So I want to give, how much space have I got? I just need to clear this. So that should be fine. That should be easy. So let me just take a trace. 6 mil from there. Now it's stopping me because I've got the because I got this trace in the way. I may just delete that for the moment because I can add it on the other side pretty easy. Which one does that go to? Does that go to, that goes to the far one. That'd work way better if it went to pin 5. So I want GPIO 21 to go to pin 5. Let me go back to the schematic. Oops, not that button. So I want these in the reverse order. So let me flip that. Let me just move the pins, I guess. Oops. Okay, let me save that. Back to here. Back to update. So now the one that's the closest, yeah, that'll work. Okay. So now I can just trace 6 mil. Okay, let's get the other ones. I think we're still good. last one. Okay, 3.3 volt. I think I want to switch that 3.3 volt and ground, because one here is 3.3. 10 is ground. So ground is on top, 3.3 on the bottom. So let me flip those two before I route those. Schematic. Point is, it's really easy to make a change on the schematic and get that reflected onto the PC board. Okay. Save, back there, update, update, close. Okay. So now where are we at? So this, oh, I wonder why that doesn't draw it that way. Let's go for a 24 mil. Okay, let's take it down a little bit here. I want the red. Okay. So what are we missing? 0, 1 routed. And we've got our new display thing in there. Okay, fine. So let's run design rule check just one more time. Should have a gazillion messages about silkscreens. 34 warnings. Are they all silkscreen? Yes, they're all silkscreen. Okay, so now we want to, I'm going to turn off the traces for a moment so we can see where our labels are. And I'm going to move some of these things around. There's J8, here's the U2. J1 can stay there. That's J10. R2's fine. Now, there's a way of selecting. I got several things on top of each other here. I want to move this R3, and there's a way of selecting exactly the one I want to select. reference R3. Move. So that's R3. That's R4. R2 is fine. That's C6. C7's okay. R8's not the best of spots. J9 can go up there. U5 is okay. Let's move that there. I can go over there. Okay, that one's there. Reference, move. Put the C8 over here. There is only one switch, but we'll leave that labeled there. Really not a good place for a reference for that. So we'll just leave it there. C3, C4, that's all visible. Y1, that should have taken a whole bunch of the error messages out. Let's check that again. I should still have a few. Silkscreen trimmed by board edge. Well, that's the USB connector. That's okay. Oh yeah, this one's still trimmed here. Okay, there is all of that. Now I'd like to add some labels to things. Now, the top side of the board is kind of packed with parts, so we really want to put the labels on the bottom. And we can certainly do that. So text, I want to be bottom silk. If I say just G and D, because I've got a few ground symbols. That's a ground there. Now my problem is that I'm not seeing it the way I want it yet. It should be mirrored. Oh, there it is. And I've got it in a few more places. That's a ground. Now, as I said, this is on the bottom side, so we're not going to interfere with everything. In fact, I can turn off the references for the moment so we can see a little bit better. And then there's also this one here. SWD. SW clock. You know, I don't think that's gonna, I don't really want it to go to the edge there, so let's just SWC. Close enough. Now, I want to label all these too. These I don't care for as much because I know what they are. I mean, I could certainly put LP1, LP2 on those things. Let's just do that. Now, except those are in the wrong. There's the front silk. Okay. That's front silk. Okay. Oh, yeah. I got to be careful what I'm doing. These are on. That's front silk. It doesn't need to be reversed. But there's room for it up on top, so we'll just leave them on top. I don't want you snapping. Front silk, not reversed. Okay. I need a 3.3 volt label. That's going to go on bottom silk screen, reversed. Okay. And now I need, let's see, how does that work out? On the bottom one, pin 2 is 18 through 21. That's pin 2, that's 18. Bottom silk. I'm just going to say G18, reversed. There should be a way of turning off the snap. We'll make it do. Okay. Okay. Let's move that out to be a little nicer. Okay, on the other connector. So that's 20 GPIO 22 is on 2 and those 4. And then, no, they're on order. So starting at GPIO 22 on pin 2. So we'll just that's pin 2. That's 3. It's 4. That's 5. There's 6. There's 7. Should be just there's 8. $29. Okay. Let me look at the schematic again to make sure that's what I'm thinking. 29 goes to the last one. Okay. Let's save that. Back to schematic. I've got text everywhere now. What I do want to add, though, is either on the top or the bottom. Front silk. That's fine. I want to add mark. And this is /2024. And then let's add a little bit more text. This is going to be the RP2040 Stepper. Now that'll be on the top of the board, but you know there's room right there. Okay. Save that. One last error check to make sure I didn't botch anything too much. It's still complaining about the USB connector. Oh, I see what I did. Let's see if we can move a couple of those things. I'm going to move the J2 reference to the other side. And then C2 also got botched by that guy. Then I've got the, oh, where I put my text on the top. Okay, delete markers. Close that. I can move that out here. I can move that up so it doesn't interfere. Okay. I think I'm ready. Save this. Schematic. Back out. Save that. Okay. It's done. Everything should be done. Turn my traces back on just to see it all. That looks like it'd be a fun board. Okay, so it's all saved, all ready to go. From this point, it is printed out. You know, I'll make a hard copy of the printouts and I'll upload it to, I'm going to use Oshpark. For small boards, they've been pretty inexpensive. They've been pretty good service for us. So that will be the next thing, and that'll be another video.